won't it? Bum 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 bottom bum bum. What's up, y'all? It's Big Vern here at App Stupid Studios. App like you got some sense. Smash and like and follow everything we do because we like it when y'all do that. Also, shout out to my people in Germany. Listen, I looked at my analytics and yeah, that's dope. 99.9% of the people who watch the content, y'all not even subscribed. Please hit the subscribe button. I see the numbers. I see the numbers. So I know you really watching the content and y'all digging it. And then some of you, I ain't gonna say no names, but I've heard a lot of my verbiage that I use on this channel. I heard it in some videos. And y'all know I don't really watch people's content, but when like I say, I leave it on certain things. And then when it jumps and then somebody touches a subject that I've touched, I've heard the words that I've spit. So yeah, come on now. Come on now. Like I said, just pay me like you owe me. Speaking of pay me like you owe me, Brandon Ingram, him and the New Orleans Pelicans are basically trying to hammer out a long-term deal. We'll talk about why that may happen or while it may not. Jordan Love, he's in the same situation with the Green Bay Packers. We'll talk about that and why that could be problematic. The Rose Bowl, they make another push to be left out of the college football semi-national rotation in favor of being on New Year's Day. The ACC commissioner, he was having none of the foolishness from Clemson and FSU. He said as much on game day. Well, they had their, media day. You know what it is when they invite all the coaches in from the football conferences and, well, of that conference, the media day. They just give you tongue-in-cheek stuff. He was not playing games. He wasn't playing games by any stretch of the imagination. Bronny James and the Weirdos. LeBron puts on an awesome performance in Germany. That and many more stories when we come back from a quick 20. From an unofficial sponsor of the show, this is Big Vern. Drop the spot. Yes, McDonald's. I'm loving it. Download the app, order online, or visit your good folks at your local McDonald's. Gonna get started with Bronny James in the association. And Bronny James has a lot of weirdos out there. And I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. I'm glad Bronny's getting his money. I'm glad he's following in his dad's footsteps. And I got no beef with that. I got no beef with any of that. If my father was super successful and he made a way for me to follow in the same business that he was in, that led him to prosperity, and then I was able to get a hand up, that's cool. That's cool. What father wouldn't do that for their son? So shout out to him. But I knew what his skill set was when I watched him play at USC. It's documented. Go back, look at our page. We've said that before. He's a two guard. His handles aren't really like that. He's not not lights out shooter. We called it. We knew what it was. But we wasn't to the point where we're following this guy's every move. And that's starting to get weird. Because as much as everybody claims that they hate Skip Bayless has indoctrinated a lot of you guys into hating on this kid for views, likes, and clicks. And I will repeat that. Skip Bayless has indoctrinated you guys into disrespecting athletes for views, likes, and clicks. No matter what you say, the Lakers are not going to rescind Bronny James's contract. No matter what you say, he is still going to make his money every year. They're not going to kick him out of the roster. He's not going to be kicked out of Summer League. Just because a lot of trolls on the internet want to keep running at a kid because he's doing something that they couldn't do. He has a father who's a very positive influence in his life. And I told you, everybody was going to attack Bronny as a quasi way to go at LeBron, as a Trojan horse to go at LeBron James. And this is what it's turned out to be. We're going to take a quick 18 from a rap album that we are promoting this month. This is Big Vern. Drop the spot. Yes, Eminem, The Death of Slim Shady, in stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the album is Habit, Evil, Fuel with him and J.I.D., and him and Jelly Roll, and Somebody Save Me. Really good song, really good album. The Death of Slim Shady, the Coup de Grace, in stores now by Eminem. So when we get back into this whole Bronny James situation, I find it really weird that guys want to be cooped up in the house in the summertime watching a guy do something that they could do themselves. Go outside. Go hoop. Go to a mall. Go talk to some girls if you're single. Get out, mingle. You don't need to be in front of a computer screen complaining about a guy you can't change anything about. You do know how weird that sounds. You got 10 people on the floor playing as hard as they can. The defense is going bananas. The offense is struggling. They're trying to pick it up. It's a close game. You don't care about none of that. All you can focus on is that one guy sweating, that one guy who's trying to make it down court, that one guy who's diving. Come on now. You know how creepy that sounds? You sound like a full cartoon. And then you got people, I love the fake argument because it's all phony outrage anyway. I love the fake argument. If I had a kid, the dudes who don't even have kids, if I had a kid, he would be giving none of the things that Bronny was giving. It's like, wait a minute, you got a kid, man? Nah, I ain't got no kid. But what I am saying, I was like, wait a minute, so you don't have a kid, and in this hypothetical of you not having a kid, you're telling me you're not gonna do shit for him? Oh, I'm just saying. What are you saying? It sounds stupid to you. It sounds worse to me. Come on, man. What are you happy about? At any time, what brings you joy? The saddest thing that I've seen so far was a grown-ass man saying, where was y'all at to protect me? Well, wait a minute. Are we still talking about basketball here? Are we still talking about basketball here? Every word is on God, this and on God, that. And when you hear that, trust me, they're going to lie to you. Whatever comes out of their mouth next, that's a promise. It's a lie. And I'm glad people are watching the Summer League. I'm upset nobody's talking about guys trying to make a team in Summer League, guys trying to get that G League tryout, and guys struggling on a two-way contract. See, that right there is a basketball take. You worried about Bronny James' hair. You worried about Bronny James' muscles. Look at his legs. I'm listening to grown men have these conversations. That's just weird. And it's point blank goofy. And I'm critical of the front office folks. Trust me. The GMs, the team governors, the owners, the agent class. I'm beefing with them. I'm just off talking about a kid who's just starting his career out. And like I said, Skip Bayless is brilliant. Skip Bayless, as far as I can tell, looking at everybody on these internet streets that's chasing clout, he's indoctrinated you all and taught you all how to hate and disrespect the athletes and get away with it. You do know that was his format. And if you watched him do that on television, then it's ingrained in you. I'm always critical of what's in print, and I'm always critical of front office folks. Like I said, I don't watch ESPN. I don't watch any of the sports shows. And I cover print, and then I give you where I got the cited information from. And don't you think it's funny that none of those writers, some of those folks and the TV personalities that go there, I can't pull up an article from any of those folks? That should tell you something. That should tell you something right there. So, I told you what it was going to be about Bronny. It is what it is. Salute to him. I hope he has a successful season. I don't care. I don't care. I care about my son. I care about my son's grades. I care about my daughter. I care about my daughter's grades. I care about things in life that concern me. Not a kid who's born millionaire, whose dad is a billionaire. That's not any of my concern. Fix your life. Fix your issues. Some of y'all got kids, y'all don't even know what they're doing right now. But as for me, I'm off talking about Bronny James and these weirdos here in the streets. So kid, I'll see you during the season. I'll give you your props. And then I'll give you the criticism during the season in the team game and how the chemistry plays out. But as far as Summer League and all of that, nah, man. Just focus on the people who are close to you and be positive. This is